Christine.
But not
Mrs. Maura Walsh and Jamie Noland were here today in Newton Upper Falls with Mr. and Mrs. Daniele. Today's March 17th, 1986.
final on the police boxes they used to make down here. That was my first job.
What was your first job?
Yeah, and I went to work when I was 14 years old. Or 15, I don't know, either 14 or 15. And I think I made, I started at $14.20 a week.
Wow. Incredible.
But,
no unions then, huh?
Yeah, no. But before that, there used to be down in Woburn. Now that's an exclusive town, you know, section of Newton. And there used to be what they call the Boston Gardens. And they had a big farm out in South Natick that they used to call the Outlook Farm. And I used to get on my bicycle and go down there. And I used to get $9 a week, 6 days a week.
$9.
Yeah.
How many hours is that? How many hours
Oh, I
a day
don't know,
did you?
from 8. No, I used to get down there at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I used to get home about 5 or 6 o'clock.
And what was your work?
And, you know, in the farm, I used to pick beans, you know, and strawberries and, you know, and all peas and, you know, whatever it was, you know.
How long of a bike ride was it?
The Woburn? Oh, I don't know, probably 15 minutes from here. But then they used to put us in an old T-model Ford and take us up to South Natick, then bring us back. So I used to bring the pay home. You know, my father in those days, you know, things were rough.
So did all the kids
and I got 20. I used to hand them my $9, and I get 25 cents a week. So after a while, I rebelled, and he finally gave me 50 cents. You know.
So now you started working when you were what, 13, 14 years
14,
old?
yeah.
14.
Before that, then I used to go up to the golf links and caddy too, you know, to make a few extra
Before
bucks.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Were your family? Was your parents from this area?
Yeah,
Newton Upper
right
Falls?
down the street, yeah.
Oh, right down the street.
Yeah, yeah. So I had one brother and 4 sisters.
One brother and 4 sisters. Now, did they all live in Upper Newton Falls also?
Yeah, yeah.
Did they stay
Now
there?
they're married, and of course, my brother lives out in Westford, out in near Lowell. And I got a sister lives in West Newton, and I got 2 sisters live right down here at the old Homestead. Yeah.
Okay. What was your grammar school like? Do you remember? Like, what was it? How many kids were in the class, and what types of things?
Oh, I don't remember, to be honest, but there were quite a few of us. But you'd be surprised, you know, of the 4 section of kids over here, there's really some of them really, you know, went places, you know? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did any of your brothers and sisters go to high school or anything, or did
They
everyone?
went to high school, yeah. I'm the only one that didn't go to high school.
Are you the?
I was the oldest one.
You were the oldest.
Yeah.
So you had
But
to go to work.
I had to help out the family, you know. Things were rough.
Right. So everybody else went though, and you worked.
But they were doing good. I mean, you know, can't complain.
Yeah, a little bit. That would be great.
I'll leave it here if you want to.
Okay. We're having some coffee right now. We'll tell the recorder this. Because you were just saying that this house used to be attached
Yeah, to that house. And they claim that this used to be part of the Teddy's used to own it. No, I don't know.
Teddy Estate.
This is, yeah, before my time. And a couple of sisters or something, I had a fight, they separated. So that house stayed over there and they moved this one over here.
How long have you lived in this house?
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
So where did you used to live?
Down the corner, the father used to own that block down the corner, where the market was. And after the mother and father died, there was a little friction there, you know, the boys got a hold of the whole mix and we were evicted. The only daughter, 3 brothers,
Yeah, I'm happy to
her and the brother, the one, the doctor,
the
doctor.
daughter-in-laws, and grandchildren, what I want.
You got
I'm
what you
76, so what? All right? Hey, listen, I made a lemon cake. Is it too early to have a piece of cake?
I would love it.
You're good. I'm glad. I didn't plan it because I felt like, well, I'm young girls. I eat anytime. They're on a diet, you know.
Tell us about the silk mill. Working in the silk mill.
I went here, I was just 16. I could speak a word of English, you know. So the first thing my father told me
Is
was,
that mine or yours?
you don't want that?
What is it?
It's coffee. You want to decaffeinated with the
All
water?
right, I'll have some of that. As long as you get it made. I'll have a cup.
I'll
No, I don't want that. That's too much.
So I was almost set to go to school. So it was fun to come over, and she says, you gotta go to school. I said, sure. She said, oh, she says, I had met her in Italy, that's how the story was. And she, why? She said, you know where you're gonna go? And sit with the children. But she can't speak. That's all I had to hear. After she left, I stepped aside. My father says, what in the world is wrong with you? And I said, well, I'm going to school.
You said you didn't want to go to school?
No, I thought for sure I was going to go to kindergarten with little children.
Because you couldn't speak English.
So I couldn't speak English. So I figured that's just what I was going to have a piece to. And the little boy had a piece. You got a piece of cake? No.
This looks like
Yeah,
a
you want that
delicious cake, Jonathan.
I'll have just a cup.
Probably a famous Italian recipe.
So, I started to cry. My father said, look, you don't want to go to school, you get yourself a job. How can I get a job? I can't speak. So there was this Italian lady across the street. We lived in Elliott Street at the time. And she came over the house. She said, what are you crying for? And I told her, oh, she's going to get your job. Big shot. I was working in a silk mill. There's a whole lot of people that came from all over. So I took myself. It was just a week before Labor Day. We arrived here August the 6th. She got me a job. She came home.
You remember it was August?
We got here in August 1926. So this was the week just before Labor Day that she told me she was going to give me a job. So she came home at noon time. Because I was not going to be long. And she says to me, I got you a job. After Labor Day, you come into work. Oh boy, I was such a big girl, you know, that I was going to work.
You were excited about this?
Well, I thought, well, gee, this is something, you know, nice. But when I worked, I was very disappointed. There were a lot of Italians. And a lot of them, they couldn't even read or write because before Mussolini took over Italy,
No, I just want the cup.
The doctor don't see me, so that's how.
It's delicious.
You get high blood pressure, you know, this one here.
I put out because, you know, every time I opened my mouth, before I went to work, my father says to me, you know, he says, you're going to work. He says, not everybody, you know, in school you speak grammatically. But then there was the dialects. You know, I was brought up in Sicily. If I talk my dialects,
Yes, no, it's all right.
nobody would understand, you know, the Sicilian. So my father says to me, no, you don't speak dialect, you speak grammar, because a lot of these people, they came from all different parts of Italy. And some of them, even they never went to school because some of them didn't even know how to read and write.
You know, literate, like my mother, you know,
So I went
like my father could.
I went to work, and they put me with this Italian lady because I couldn't speak. And we were like a big table, like a big desk. The silk used to come in bowls, you know. You had to make sure that there was no hairs. When they washed the cocoons, and then they put it through a machine that sometimes they were hairs and then a raw silk or something. Make sure you used to work under lights to pick all that out.
And where do those come from? The silkworms?
The cocoons,
Yeah.
I imagine from everywhere, China and all those places those days.
Mm-hmm.
And employed an awful lot of people. So I went to work, and I was working with this Italian lady. The lady could even make a letter a zero. And she started to tease me, where do you come from? Well, my father told me to speak grammar too, you know, and I told her. I was born here, but I was brought up in Italy. I went to school. Oh, God, everything.
Oh, you did go to school in Italy?
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah. So I came home, and I was so upset. My father says, what's the matter? I said, I think they make fun of me. He says, why? I said, you told me not to speak Sicilian because they won't understand me. I speak grammar, and they laugh at me. Well, another time I used to come home to eat because the mill was there. We lived a few houses across
Oh, at lunch
from
time
the
you
store.
ate, huh?
Another time I came home for lunch. So when we went back, this lady was with me. She was nice. She says, why? I said, you know, I think they're making fun of me. And I told her why. She laughed. She said, those people, you know, she says, they don't even know how to read and write. Don't worry about it. So I went to work, and they were saying how I was trying to put high tone and this and that. So I said to her, well, if I speak Sicilian, you ain't gonna understand my dialect. So
Did you try ever?
the boss came up to me, not to me, to another girl, and she explained to me, she said, you're 16, it's law that you have to go to school, learn the English language until you're 18. He says, so he says, you have to go to school 3 nights a week. And every Friday, you've got to bring me a card signed by your teacher that you have attended school. So to school I went. I wasn't the only one. In those days, there were a lot of people immigrating this country from all over. So I went to school, and every week, as he told me, I had to bring them. So I worked with these Italian people for about 3 months, and I wasn't getting anywhere because I was talking Italian to them. So the old lady we had, she was Italian. And I told her once, I told her 3 times, I don't want to work with them because I can't pick up the language. You know, you speak Italian. I went home, I spoke Italian. And she didn't know nothing about, so the boss was up. I'll never forget him. To me, I got son. He was looking, you know, he was standing. I said, you no like. He says, you don't like to work here? No, I couldn't explain it to him. So he calls the fellow, he says, Laura, what's she trying to say? I said, she's telling you that she don't want to work in this place. She wants to work with somebody that will teach her how to speak English. Oh, he said, that's a small problem. She put me with Adam McMullen, one that married Valenti, God bless her soul.
What was her name?
And Adam McMullen. And she was so nice. My God, she used to show me different things, you know. It would become the best of friends. The poor thing passed away last year, you know.
She was a nice person.
So I went to school for 2 years. I was a big shot. I went up to 6th grade. That was too much.
Great.
I didn't know no more, you know.
So she taught you how to speak English?
Yeah, I was doing very well. Of course, I didn't find it hard once I went to school. A lot of them, they didn't even know how to read and write. And I took it from there. So the following year, I started taking up English, which I should have. I took up dressmaking. Big shot. I could kick myself today, I tell you the truth, because I read just like anything. But when it comes down to
Spelling.
I could write or write a letter. A lot of the words I cannot Spell because the Italian language you pronounce in the way you write it. Over here you have some words that you put, letters that you don't pronounce, and so forth and so on. But I'm getting along. Once in a while they kid me because I don't pronounce certain things just right, but I'm getting there.
You sound like
So
you're doing
that
well.
was that. And then I married this guy 51 years ago, and
51 years. So where did you two meet?
we were neighbors.
Business.
You were neighbors?
Neighbors? How old were you when you first met? Do you remember?
The day I came from Illinois.
When you came back. When you came
We
back,
used to live
right?
across the street.
Oh.
And the mother and the father, they were a good friend of the family. They were all from over. And he used to come around. I'll never forget it. He used to work in the game hall. He wasn't 16 yet. Those days you could go to work. And
Used to wear knickers in those days.
he used to have a pair of necks on. And I thought he looked so funny, you know, with a neck. And that's how
well.
we met. We were neighbors. And every time he used to say, go home and grow up. He was a good friend of my brother. Well,
You'd still be at your house.
So now you just got to put up with me, that's
How old were you when you both got married?
I was 24. I'm 9 months older than he is. And we have 3 sons, 9 grandchildren. Nice daughter-in-laws, I can't complain, you know what I mean? You want more cake?
No, thank
So
you.
I got Irish
about
daughter-in-law.
coffee?
She was a Conley, beautiful girl.
You got an Irish daughter-in-law?
Oh yeah, she's smart. She's smart. She's got a beautiful
She,
job. It's Sylvania Corporation, you know.
Uh-huh.
And another one is, well, she's Italian, got a little German in her.
Uh-huh.
little Scotch.
And the other one was German and English. They're all nice. They're very nice.
Yeah.
I'm lucky, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
very
beautiful.
close. But I suppose it goes both ways, you know, I don't.
Very fortunate.
And what about your son-in-law? Your daughter's married, isn't she?
No, I don't have any
Oh, you have no daughters, that's right.
Son?
You have a granddaughter, though.
Yeah, 2 granddaughters.
2 granddaughters. Okay.
Son, grandson.
Mm-hmm.
We also wondering, like, how, when you think of this town of Newton Upper Falls, how do you, is it a tight-knit community? Do you know everyone here?
Well, when I
Thank you.
landed here, I cried.
You're
We came.
happy?
You want to listen to her? All right.
You want to listen to it?
Yeah, you go first, then Mr. Daniele will go second.
We got off by train in Newtonville. Of course, it wasn't developed like this today. All I could see was trees. I said to my father, I took a taxi. It was my mother, my aunts, my 2 brothers. Just one brother was there with my father. And when we going to ride home? Pretty soon. We still have 20 cars. They stopped from Watertown, they went to Meeting Square. All trees. By where the city farm, the works are, there was all woods. So
Are you familiar with this area around here?
A little bit.
A little bit. We've been driving
You
around.
know where the city barn is down here on Elliott Street?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Well, anyway, when are we going to ride home? We almost there, so we got by the church. He says, we arrived. That was the house with old trees around, you know. A month of August was hot. Get in the house, the rooms, you know, not only you have a huge rooms. Didn't say nothing. Went upstairs, they didn't have no electric light, they had gas light. Upstairs, no lights. Had a furnace. And I was really so I said to my father, I don't like here. I said, I thought America was beautiful, but this is the woods. Because when we landed in New York, we went to see my uncle in New Jersey, because that's where my other family is, in New Jersey. And then we came here, I didn't see nothing. I was raised in a little island off the coast of Sicily, the islands, fishing village. Palm trees, flowers all year round, you know, it's not cold or anything like that. And I was really disappointed. But I tell you something, it's a nice little village to live in. But people today are not as close
Here, you mean, as they used
as
to
they
be?
were those days. Those days, you know who your next door neighbor was.
Mhm.
If you were sick, they'd be right there to do something for you. But today, everything has changed.
Mhm.
But I mean, I like around here. It's like a home, you know what I mean? I've been here all the time, and that's the reason.
Mhm.
I was born in New Jersey. My mother's family fell out there.
Okay, so when you came back from Italy, this was your first time in Upper Newton Falls. Before that, you lived in New Jersey.
No, I was born in New Jersey. I was 4 months old. They took me to Italy, and I came back when I was 16.
Okay, that's nice.
So
Now, why did your family leave Italy again? Because they wanted to come back to the United States.
no, we went there for our vacation because my none of his family is here,
Mhm.
and he went there to visit his father. My mother and I and my oldest brother left first, and we went there. Then
And it was supposed to be just a visit, right?
to visit,
Uh-huh.
we went. My father was in New Jersey. While we were there, his brother had a grocery store in the mainland in Sicily, and he wrote to my father. He says, all the family's here. He says, what are you doing in the United States and work like a horse? Come back.
Uh-huh.
So he did come back, and he started, was more like a bar room. In the mainland in Sicily, of course, he could speak the English language because he came here when he was 14 years old.
Mhm.
And it's in the Augusta, Sicily. And there's a big harbor there, a lot of the Navy from different countries. So the business was just
It was quite a port. In other words,
It's a port.
A lot of little ships.
yeah. And
Augusta, it's called.
Augusta.
Augusta.
Or Augusta in Italian.
Augusta. It's in Sicily proper. And we were there when they issued him a license to operate this thing, this bar room. It was only for 3 months. Then when he had to apply, doing very good business, they would not give him a license to sell in a small quantity, like over there a lot of people will buy a quart of wine, or they come in, like they do here, they go buy a pizza or something. So he was forced to sell out because he wasn't making anything, because the people that really trade there were people that would come in the harbor, was a big port and things like that, and they have salt mines over there, which, you have more coffee.
Sure.
And
Right.
we went back to my mother's. Well, my mother was brought up in the Orland Islands, the island of Salina, in Sicily. It's off the Sicily proper. There's seven little islands.
Salina is salt. That's where they
Yeah,
produce
because they
salt.
make the
Sala in Italian is salt. See,
And
Salina.
that's where she met my father. So she came here, they got married here. And
They got married where? Here or in
My-
Italy?
well, my mother and father, they got married here.
Oh, all right.
They met over there, but then he came here and she followed him here, and
Oh, yeah?
they got married here. And
No, where?
we went there, and of course my grandfather and my mother's side was in New Jersey here, but they had a lander there, farm and everything. So by the time we were trying to get everything together to come back, the war broke out. We couldn't come back.
You couldn't get out of Italy.
So the first thing my father had to do, he went to war over there.
They grafted him. So you
Oh, was this like 1914, 1915?
That's right. And he was 4 years in the war, plus 14 months prisoner of Germany, which we thought
Oh,
he
my
was
goodness.
dead. They couldn't find him or anything. Then finally, he came home. And when he came home, he came It didn't cost him nothing to come back in the United States. He came free of charge, but took about 9 months before they processed the papers and everything. So he settled in New Jersey.
I'm sorry. Now, while he was a prisoner in Germany, did your family move back to the United States, or did you wait for him in Italy?
No.
You were still in Italy.
We were there.
Okay.
We were there.
Daniele, were your parents?
They were born over there too. Oh yeah. My father came over when he was 12 years old.
As a
mother-
result, he came and he
She
settled
was
in New
about
Jersey.
14.
And he went
My
to
feet
see
from
his
close to
old
Naples, Italy.
employer that he
Little
had
town.
before he went to Italy and to war. And he hired him back. And so he left about, he was there a year and a half. My mother had a sister that lived here in Massachusetts. You know where the city hall is, the pond over there.
Those ponds, they call it those.
You know that big, by the city
Come
hall
on,
there was a
City Hall,
pond.
Phyllis
Well,
Pond.
that was a big farm up Kenwalk Avenue, and my aunt used to have a farm over there. So he came to visit her one Christmas. And when he came to visit her, does she want more cookies? Have one if you want. When he went to visit her, they said, "What are you doing in New Jersey all by yourself? Why don't you move out here?" And he says, "How can I move over here? I got a job over there." "Oh, we just move out here." So one day, he had to take a week off. He walked from Kenwalk Avenue down to here, where Sherman paper is, St. Regis.
Used to be
There
St.
used to
Regis.
be a machine shop over there, the second law. So he went in there, and he asked if they give him a job as a machinist. Sure, they hired him right away. The first thing we know, we got a letter in Italy that he was moving to Massachusetts with my aunt in the farm at Kenwalk Avenue. Then, of course, they started to build in there, and he lived in Newton Center Square. He used to board with his cousin and my mother, and he sent for my oldest brother. And after about 3 years, he sent for us.
You must have missed him. You didn't see him for 3 years then?
Hatton.
You didn't see him for how many years? Your father?
My father? Oh, we didn't see him. We thought he was dead.
Oh, you mean
So the
that's
whole
when-
time, he was in the war for 4 years, then he was a prisoner for
Yeah, 14 months.
14 months, and then he was
a
here for
prisoner.
3 years.
Then he stayed there about 9 months, and he came here. So after 4 years, he sent for us. And we settled in Upper Falls here, right across from the store. And that was it. And then he bought the Quality Mark right at the corner now. He bought the place, and with my brothers, they run the place for
51 years or so. They had a
51
market.
years.
You
He
know,
was
sell
they were on
everything, you know.
television. There was quite right up about. And then my brother, healthy and everything, he got a lump on his throat. He developed a cancer. He went like that in no time. So they sold the place. Of course, I lived in the house. There was 3-family house. We paid rent, but not much. But then after my mother passed away, things,
You know,
turned
sometimes
upside
brothers
down.
and sisters don't
We're
really
all
know,
brothers
when it
and
comes to money, you know.
sisters, but anyway, good luck to them. I'm richer than they are.
Yeah. That's right. We don't have
Yeah.
money, but you know, we get along. That's we got a nice family.
What I got,
We've all lived.
Yeah. So I mean, hey,
You know
how
what
long
I-
we're gonna be around? Another
I
5 or
think-
10 years if we're lucky.
what I have, money come by.
The same way with the doctor.
You know what I mean? They come by.
They evicted
He's
the
my
youngest
brother.
brother and
So
my
your
sister.
family, a couple members of your family still live in
He's got
that
2
house?
sons of doctors.
Over there?
Yeah.
9
They
grandchildren.
sold the
What do they
place
got?
to Cudini.
They got some-
Oh, they
And
also.
No.
one lives in Rosendale, the other one died. And then another brother lives here. And he's got 2 sons that are a doctor. One is in France, and the other one is in Connecticut, taking surgery.
He graduated from Boston University in
Yeah,
Europe.
then-
He was a bacteriologist.
Oh, he was right
He was in charge of New Orleans Hospital for how many
He was
years?
born in Italy.
Wow.
The laboratory.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, money isn't everything.
We get along.
So, Newton Upper Falls, is it predominantly Italian and Irish people that live there?
No, there were a lot of Polish
Yeah,
ones.
used to
And
be.
a lot of Armenian.
Yeah, it used to be.
Back in Mechanic Street, there used to be a hotel there. There were
Armenians.
an Armenians hotel because when the second-in-law was a machine shop, they would employ a lot of Armenian people, and there used to be Italians, Polish people, a lot of them, and Armenians. But then after the second-in-law moved to Maine, and the silk mill used to employ an awful lot of people. They used to come from everywhere.
Mostly everyone from this town worked at the mill?
Oh, yeah, oh, sure. There used to be the Gamble fire alarm right down
Then
here.
there was the game on
They used to make
fire
police
line.
boxes, fire boxes, you know, switchboards and all that equipment.
Now, did you work at the mill?
No, I worked in the Gamble fire alarm.
You worked in the fire
That
alarm.
was my first job.
Uh-huh.
Then after 3.5 years, I moved. I quit there. I went to work up in the Great Instrument Company making surgical instruments.
Where was
Up
that?
in Needham.
Up in Nita.
Yeah. Then they turned around. I worked there for 23 years, going on 24 years. They turned around and they sold out. And there was 9 of us that got the axe, you know, and I was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was
After
it.
that many years.
Yeah.
Wow.
No pension or nothing. The best years of my life. And so then I got a job at Aqua Switch Corporation in Watertown. I worked there for 3 or 4 years, and
What was the name of it?
Aqua Switch Corporation. They made switches, you know, automotive switches, and all kinds of electrical switches.
Uh-huh.
Then I went out to Stoughton. I worked on dye work, progressive dye work, you know, stampings.
How did you get to all of these jobs? Did you drive or did you take public transportation?
And I drove. I
You drove.
always had an automobile.
Uh-huh.
You know. So I was fortunate. I mean,
Uh-huh.
of course, I had a little machine background, you know. Yeah, I was lucky.
Mm-hmm. So was that your last job, working for the dye company?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your friends today, are they from work or just from the neighborhood or from church or all
I
over?
know friends, some of them have gone, which I miss them very much, especially the little old ladies. I used to write all the correspondence to Italy. Because a lot of them couldn't read or write before Mussolini took power in Italy. A lot of them didn't read or write or anything. So I miss them. I used to write all their letters, you know, they used to come here.
And you write that all the
Oh,
time?
I
I will take them to the Italian consul to get their things straightened
She
out.
did a lot of charity work, you know, for the
And,
army.
but I mean, the friends you have today, the ones you had a long time ago, they're nice people, don't get me wrong.
But they don't compare to your
They're
old friends.
not the same, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
They were more closer. And I don't think it's just Upper Falls, which I like very much. People are nice. I think it's in general everywhere.
People are more
Yes, where
leery.
you go, you find a new people. And I mean, the new people have different ideas than the old ones. That should be understood, you know what I mean? But I still have friends that I know since the day I came, because I've been here all the time.
Uh-huh.
And then my father having the store, you meet a lot of people that generally you would not meet if you're were a home, you know what I mean?
Did you ever work in you never worked in your father's store?
Yes, I used to help in my father's store.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I used to do all the ironing.
You did too?
Yeah, sure. You know,
I used to
yes,
work 6 days a week in the Great Instrument Company during a while, you know. And then finally I went on nights as a foreman. And like on Friday nights, after they broke up the night shift, you know, I used to come in the store. We used to put up all the perishable goods and put them in the freezer, you know,
Uh-huh.
or the ice chest, what do you want to call it. They had a big, you know, walk-in chest, you know,
Uh-huh.
preparing everything. They always do them the next day, you know, put the parts together. We all worked together.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Even
well,
my sons, my 2 oldest boys
the
used to work
three of
there.
them
The
were
3 of them.
there after school. They
Sure.
used to help out. Years ago, the chicken and all that stuff, I didn't come. That's so My father used to go to New Hampshire, get the chickens, and he had to dress them and everything.
Now,
Things were
both of
different.
your mothers, was their job just raising their family, or did they work in the mills, or?
Your mother did.
My mother did, yeah, oh yeah, she worked in the mill,
My
she
mother
worked in the
never did.
farms.
Now, were your parents born here or they born in Italy?
Italy, yeah.
And when did they
My
come?
mother was my father could read and write.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he came over when he was 12, and he was a painter. He learned the business from a couple of German fellows in New Jersey,
Uh-huh.
and he was very good matching colors. You know what I mean? You know, today, it's different. But in those days, you used to mix the different paints yourself. You know,
To get the right color.
and get the right colors. He was very good. He was a good man in that respect. But they came up the hard way.
Mm-hmm. And they lived here though.
But when he first came over, he got a job in some big estate in New Jersey. And it was like helping the caretaker. So he never saw bananas as his wife in Italy, So they had a couple of monkeys on the estate or something. Jesus, so one of the jobs was my father had to feed them, monkeys the bananas. So my father said, Jesus, he never said that. He'd have a banana himself, then feed the monkey.
Eat the monkey banana.
Oh.
I would have too.
He always used to tell us that story. Yeah.
So when did
your mothers ever discuss the working conditions in the mills? Like, were there a lot of people? Was it hot, or was it good?
Well, you worked very hard in the mill. I worked until I got married in the mill. And of course, the job I had was not bad because it was sit down. All I did was inspect that silk and make sure that it was clean before it went through, because otherwise, when it went to the textile, well, that show a hole in it. What his mother did was a hard work. You see, we used to have these huge drums, that the silk will go through. And she had to make sure that she was ready all the time to supply the man in back with these long duals, about this long, and the one in back would, like a combing the silk, get the one on this drum. She worked hard.
Was it dangerous or just tiring? Were there any dangers?
Danger, was it dangerous?
Well, I tell you, those days the dust was not good. But those days, it's not like today that they look to these things. The dust in there in the dressing room was something terrible. And a lot of men, Domenica, quite a few people. But I mean, they worked hard, and you went to work at 7 o'clock, you got home at 5, no break at 10 o'clock, no break at 2 o'clock.
No
and
lunch?
Then you worked,
Sweatshots, let's face it.
Oh, they gave you a lunch break though.
lunch break, 1 hour. And then no
But paid or
insurance, no sick leave. And then you work up day Saturday. And my pay envelope was $15.75.
Wow. Now, let's say you were sick and you missed a day of work, you could miss a day, you just wouldn't get paid. Is that right? If you missed a day of work, you just didn't miss work.
No sick leave or anything. If you were 5 minutes late, you'd be...
Social Security was the best thing they ever done.
Yeah.
Then
after when
they had the CC camps and WPA, and which, a lot of people, they only made, what, 14 or 15 bucks a week, but, they used to put something on the table,
5.5 days a week for $15.75. So I used to give the pay to my mother because they bought my clothes and everything. Then I used to keep 75 cents. And they used to be these 2 Jewish girls, like that. They had a dry goods store right in the corner there. So they were very nice. They knew I couldn't speak very good, But I used to go in there. She used to call me in, And I used to buy some material and make myself a dress. But I could say that I had a lot of clothes. They always bought clothes for me. But that's what I used to get for allowance. But of course, 75 cents was a lot of money those days. There used to be a store right across where the apartments are, the Ryan Brothers. You go in the morning there for nickel, you get a cupcake, a couple donuts, and today, you know, get nothing.
No.
She
And
got,
then
embroidery and all that stuff in Italy. Then she finally got a job down in the city hall, during work.
during Depression.
And she was a floor lady down there. She showed people how to, sew and
They had the, what they call the
They-
CCs.
Then finally they fired her because the fire had a store.
And they told me I had to quit.
She didn't need the money.
That was up the
She had a
job.
fur coat, and now she don't have a fur coat, because she rather drink.
I was so proud, that I went down there, and everybody sighing, and the soap mill shut down. And I said, oh gee, I think I'll try. So I went over there, there was the old woman over there. She says to me, can you sew? I said, yeah. She says, how long have you been in this country? You know you have to be a citizen of the United States. I said, I was born here. She said, how come you can't speak very good? I said, it was a little girl when they took me over. She took the life out of me. She said, get yourself a job. What have I got to do? Oh, she says, there's about 20 people. She says, people used to donate stuff, like dogs and things like that. They used to fix it over, material, and I worked for 3 weeks. Gee, I was making $22, so that was a lot of money. And make sure that everybody come in and so forth and so on. One day she called me in the office. I said, I didn't do nothing wrong, She says to me, I'm awfully sorry. She says, we'd like you very much. She says, well, we got a report here that your father has a grocery store. And you don't need the job, but this is for people that need it. I looked at her. I said, I'm 23 years old. You expect my father to support me? She says, well, that's the rule. I can't do nothing for you. So, oh, my game. Then I had this friend of mine, in fact, she was my mentor, she used to work at the Salada Tea. Back bag. I was in Boston at the time. I was telling her. I said, gosh, I said, gee, I said, it's terrible. She called me up that night. She says, you want to come work in Boston? I said, yeah. So, I used to walk from Elliott Street to Elliott Station every morning to pick up the train. They had trains that time.
Your Elliott Station is up there.
How far was that?
Mile, isn't it?
Miles.
Miles, Boylston Street, over there.
So you went and worked in the Back Bay area?
Salada Tea was over there at the time. And so, I worked there. Just before I got married, I was calling the office. She says, she says, you get married, she says, we just as soon have single girls in this job. And I looked at her. I said, I didn't have no intention to come back anyway. But they were very nice about it. So I worked there for a while, and I liked it. And
Then after you got married, did you work?
no, I didn't work for
Long time.
a long time. Then he was on 3 days a week, so they were doing something new. The mill had all completely shut down, but they were doing something new. They used to get these old nylon stockings, and
Deep processing.
we process them again. So I met my old boss. He said to me, what are you doing? I was walking with my little boy. I said, nothing. I said, how's work, George? He says, well, he says, I gotta hire a few people. I said, he says, why, you want to come back to work? I said, to you the truth, I could use a couple days a week. He says to me, I'll let you know. Sure enough, he did. So I worked quite a little while, a couple of days a week, and that was about it. Then, when did I go to work for Stewart's? After all the boys got married and we were up there, one day I read something in the paper. Help wanted. I said, gee, I think I can myself a job. So I walked on the needle side, and there used to be a Stewart infrared commissary. They used to put up pizza, sandwich, everything for the convey. I went over there just for part-time, and I got myself a job.
So would you work while the kids were in school? You worked while the kids were in school during the day?
Kids were in school and they were all married, weren't they?
Oh, the kids were all married.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And so I worked there until the place moved to Rehoboth.
Behold.
And in fact, I'm a very, very good friend of the girl that used to be my whole lady,
She was a Polish girl. She came from Poland. She's a beautiful little girl.
Nice girl.
And she ended up, she married a Jewish fellow. He was the manager of her. Jesus, he's the nicest guy you ever want to meet.
Nice
They
people.
had a couple of girls, and they're very happily married.
Yeah. No, it's a really,
Keeps in contact with us, you know, yeah.
yeah, we visit her quite a bit and she comes up, you know.
So now, so you worked for the commissary for how many years?
Oh, about 3 years. About 3 years, yeah.
You had a lot of jobs. Then what did
Well,
you
I think
do?
I was home. I was going to work at 6 o'clock in the morning and, you know, that if we could use the money, I could.
Uh-huh.
We were getting along. I said, gee, what am I doing all day? Crochet, knit. You know, how much can you clean, you know?
You decided you
So I
wanted
went in just a couple hours a day for 2 or 3 days, and I then to take the job a full week.
to... Uh-huh.
Mr. Daniele,
Yes.
what did you and your wife do for leisure? Did you go out dancing or what?
Oh, we done a lot of dancing, polkas and, oh yeah, even now at our age, that's why we go somewhere. She likes to dance a polka, but she did something, but she's as young as I am, you know.
You know,
I'm
we
younger
used
than she
to
is.
have,
Where did you go?
Huh?
Where did you go? It was around here at your...
Oh, yeah, every Saturday night,
did you tell them about the Polish,
the Foresters Hall up here, up in Penny Street. It used to be what they used to call it Old Dusty Hall, you know, 'cause it used to be dusty.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, in those days, they used to have bootlegs, you know, and the moonshine, you know, and a little slip once in a while. They used to wander you up, you know. And they used to have Polish bands, all the Polish people, you know.
every
And,
Saturday
you know,
night?
they were Irish and Italians, you know, you used to mix
Yeah,
them. Oh, we used to have one hell of a time. Oh,
Well,
boy.
we used to have a movie house up the school there,
Oh, yeah.
where the gym is now. We used to go for a drive. I'll never forget, I was here only a couple of years. I went to see a picture, it was a Jeanette Gannon that played on that, and Charles Farrell. So, we used to, their men and they used to play the piano, it was very nice. For 10 cents was for the movies.
Uh-huh.
And then they had to dance there. And then in the Needham side, where the milfoil is, you and then up in the cliff there. Because they cut that down when they fenced the river. There used to be an old barn.
Big,
Big, huge barn.
Metropolitan used to be
Metropolitan.
MDC.
They used to keep the place
We used
beautiful.
to have dances in
They
there.
used to have that
Kerosene lamps,
with
you know.
kerosene lamps, which we used to go.
When were these dances, on Saturday nights?
Yeah, mostly on Saturday night.
Saturday
So
night.
mostly you did all of your leisure Saturday night dancing right here in Newton
Yeah.
Falls. Did you ever go into Boston to go out at
Well,
night? Or?
this time we
Yeah, we
went
went
several times, but like society, some Michael, which you don't exist, a lot of them used to have affairs or something going on, you know, we went out. I used to belong to the forest, which I don't belong anymore. Every Wednesday night, it's not like
Concrete
today.
slab, you know, that they made, you know, like a dance floor.
Dance floor,
They used to
and
climb meal on it.
for a quarter you could dance all night.
Sounds like a good deal.
And then Needham used to have once a week too, up by the school there, the playground.
Did that quarter include refreshments and something to drink
but
with?
you could buy a drink or something for practically nothing those days.
Uh-huh.
And you know, there was always something going on. It isn't like today, actually, Upper Falls.
Yeah, two boathouses.
That's
you
the
know.
music.
You get in the canoe.
Do you even have a movie theater now?
No,
No movie theater.
no. No boathouses, there used to be two
We
boathouses.
used to have 2 boathouses.
You grew up with living there in the
And,
canoe and, oh, yeah.
You went to the Biblical Bridge, was beautiful today, now it's but I mean, you could have your, you didn't have to get out for town to have your amusement all the time, you know what I mean? Which today has changed, you know, but we do manage, like my brother Lisa wasn't there, and he's president of the Sons of Italy there, his lodge, and every time they had an affair we go. And we go over to senior citizen quite a bit. We went to White's last Wednesday. We had a marvelous time.
That's
I
down.
was tired when
Not
I got
Dartmouth,
home.
that's where that university is.
Mhm.
And,
We left here, it was 10 o'clock, we didn't come back until 5. And we've been to several places, New Hampshire, we went to Maine, Connecticut.
oh, yeah.
We've been to several places with them, which I think it's a wonderful thing, because, you get out there once in a while.
Uh-huh. Have you ever been anywhere in the United States, like west? Have you
No,
ever been out west? No.
No, I like to go back to Italy to visit, but this guy here.
Stick in my mind. Good, tell.
You don't want to go back?
I would like to go.
Listen, there's a lot of places right in this country that I think are just as pretty, if not prettier, you know?
Yes, I know they are, but there is such a big change in the little island that I wish growing up that I would love to see it. When I
It
was
might
there,
make you sad though. Do you think it would make you?
when I was there, we didn't have no running water.
Uh-huh.
We had rainwater. If the summer was dry, the boat used to come in the island and bring us water. We didn't have no lights. Of course, the last 2 years before we came, we did have a light. Not everybody. You didn't have no gas. You had to light a fire.
Do you keep in contact with anyone
Well,
back home anymore?
I have a cousin, but she lives in the mainland. And then I
Uh-huh.
have cousins that live in Italy. One is an engineer in Bologna. That's northern part.
Uh-huh.
But my mother's cousin is still on the island. And that's how I keep in touch with her. And now it's altogether different. They say it's just like a renewed over there. Tourists, everybody's buying the old properties over there. In fact, my mother's property's still there. And I don't know how much they offer them, but they let her go. They even took the doors out so they didn't have to pay tax. See, these people come, they buy the property, make a summer home there, because the ocean is beautiful. It's a beautiful spot, really. But I would like to go back and visit. And then I have a cousin that lives in mainland in Sicily. I have a few cousins from there. And then the northern part, which I correspond. It's the only one that does, because my brothers don't write. So, I will enjoy a trip over there. But you promised me 25 years married, I didn't get there. I was 50, I didn't get over there. I'll be 51, I don't know. Make a buck.
We're all trying to hit that
Yeah, let's hope.
But it's quite a, when you stop to think, we're very fortunate. But
Well, your children have all went to college?
No, none of them went to
No,
college.
they didn't go to college.
Ronnie did,
Well, Ronnie went 2 years. I mean, he got
Yeah,
just
but
an
then-
associate degree in business management.
But I'll tell
Your
you,
grandchildren.
he enlisted in the Navy when he got out of high school. Not because he's my son, he was very smart. We wanted him to go to school. He was the youngest, but he went in the Navy because somebody has went in the Navy. So he was up the Great Lakes. He had such a high mark that the Navy sent him to electronic school for 2 years.
Chicago, that's a straight line.
Yeah.
He's Chicago.
After he graduated, they sent him to French Morocco. He never
a
wore a
civilian.
uniform as a civilian.
He had a State Department passport.
And he was there 3 years. His 2 children were born there. And he came to Washington a couple times. And when he came out, he got a job right away with AT&T, and he's been there ever since. And while he was going to do his work, he went to Franklin Institute, he got an associate degree. But I mean,
No, he didn't go to Franklin.
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did.
He was a little
What's
school
that?
in Boston, though.
What
I'm
is
trying to
that?
think of it. I don't know.
I think so, Mike. Well, anyway, he went in time to get an associate degree. So, and I guess they reimbursed him for the money that he...
Fishers. Is there a Fishers
I
school
don't
in
know.
Boston?
No,
Fishers?
that's girls' college,
Maybe.
isn't it?
I'm not
This
really
is-
I don't know.
That's girls' college. I think that's... I'm
Well,
not-
one of the colleges, anyway. He went 2 years. I don't know.
And now he's got a a very good job with AT&T.
Do you see your children often? Do they come to visit you often?
Yeah, and we get down there and visit. We bought a beautiful place down there.
Uh-huh.
Sandwich.
AT&T bought his house up here. He used to live in the Upper Falls here. They moved all his furniture down there and everything else. So he gave up this place, I think he paid $129,000, way up on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, you
In
can,
Sandwich?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
as a matter of fact, you can see the Pilgrim Tower. And,
Oh, must be beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got the wheels sticking out.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
If you see, on a clear day, you see Province Town.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Very
Beautiful
I
place.
wouldn't want to live there.
You wouldn't want to live there?
Oh, I don't drive.
Oh, would
That's
she
the
say.
biggest mistake I ever made. They're not far from the beach or the, from Hyannis, 10, 15 minutes. They're right there.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't drive. I'd be stuck there for the life. I would, because you don't like to go on a flight. But they did very well, the boys did. The oldest boy's assistant chief. And,
You seem very, very happy couple after 51 years of marriage.
Oh,
You obviously had a
Well, we have
had
our
a
spats
good
once in a
life.
while.
Good life.
We have our spats.
sometimes you
Let's face
say
it.
people, oh, I never fight with my husband. That's baloney. Don't believe it. But you do fight. But you know, it's the fun of making up.
Right. Thank you for talking with us this
Oh, that
morning.
was my pleasure.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really
You
fun.
learned a lot.
So we got so much to be thankful for. I have really.
A good
And
family.
Do you,
Yeah, we get a nice family. You can't
I
complain.
kind of, oh God, I feel today that you raise a family, especially boys, and they don't give you no trouble or anything like that. I think you have accomplished an awful lot. And the same, I can't say, up to now I have grandchildren and nice boys, nice girls, but I haven't done, that's what to be thankful for.
Mhm.
That's how I feel about it.
I just have one question that I'm really curious about. Have you found this town, do you think it has changed a lot over the years?
Absolutely. We had so many stores here. Now there was nothing. You couldn't even buy
There's a lot of people
milk.
moving in now, yet you don't know who they
Yeah.
are. Of course, you know, we're right, you know, we're in a good section here. We're, you know, on the junction of Route 9, 128.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you wouldn't think this is high where we are here. But you know, if you go up in my bathroom, you can see the Blue Hills.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's where I live.
The Blue Hills, yeah, you can see the Blue Hills,
Yeah,
you know.
you
You
can
can
see
see
the clear day.
kind of a bluish, you know.
Well, our world has changed. We used to have an amphi in here.
Used to have a what?
A&P?
Empty stores. We
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have two Fresh National. There was the Quality Market, my brothers.
Mhm.
There was
Ryan's, Barris.
Lines. There was Virus. That's just in this little neighborhood. There was Sam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sam. What was the
Miller.
Miller? And
Beer and wine business and...
beer,
yeah.
wine, and grocery and all that. Today there is nothing. If you want a quart of milk, now the separator down there just reopened again. You have to go either the Supreme. There was nothing where you could go. We used to have shoe stores. We used to have dry goods
Hardwares.
stores.
Do you think-
Hardwares.
Are those places starting to come back now, though, or
No,
no?
I
no,
don't
you
think
never get those things
I
back in.
think that since the supermarket took over,
Uh-huh.
they let the
These
food
malls, you know,
business,
make a
you
big
know, they do.
difference.
I
Used to be
think
this-
that's happening in a lot of towns, though. It's not just here. You know, the big malls and the supermarket
Yeah.
Yeah.
have replaced the little.
They, no more business for them. The
Mhm.
only reason my brothers and my father, after he passed away, stayed that long, they had customs. You won't believe this. They had their mothers, their children, and their grandchildren. For the last 51 years, used to deliver orders. There was a big write-up about them in the Graphic and the News Tribune. They had a citation from here. They used to cater a lot to the old people. You know, because they stayed in business, because they used to cater to these people, and they had very good need. But otherwise, you couldn't make a living around here no more. You know, the supermarkets, they just everything. You see old buildings now. It's
But we
Okay.
had we've had a lot of people, you know, that came from very, very poor families that, you know, really done well.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And you take like this, Mrs. Shimon there, that little old lady my wife used to write letters. She has a son, he's an executive vice president for General Telephone Company in New York, you know. And he lives out of,
Washington.
what was it, Westport, Connecticut, you know,
He
that's
lives
where he
in
lives.
Westport, but then
And he married a girl from McClellan, an Irish girl, from the family, McClellan. But her father used to be my top sergeant when I was in the National Guard. Nice guy, oh, what a nice guy.
the place has changed very, very much so.
So all in all, you're glad you've lived here, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, we got, whatchamacallits, the Murphys up there, one of the brothers there is a Monsignor down in, the next town where, the Cardinal, whatchamacallits,
Law.
yeah, Law came from there, in Missouri, was it?
Well, there were quite a few,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
you know, when Emerson School, I suppose you pressed for time, Emerson School was next to us. My two nephews, no, because we wore these ties.
I
Thank you very much for talking to us.
All right.